herself to leave.
Joey!
Right now, she thinks she's got you wrapped around a little finger.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars. I'm here today to bring you my review for the 2022 drama thriller Get Away If You Can, a film that is written and directed by Dominic Braun and Terrence Martin, who both star in the film as well as Ed Harris. Now the film focuses on an estranged couple played by Dominic Braun and Terrence Martin. They essentially go away on like a sailing vacation to try and mend their relationship, basically. And they have a disagreement. She wants to take a break from the boat and go and spend a day or so on this island that they've found. And he doesn't. They've got a plan. They've got a routine that they're going to follow. And if they go past this island, they're going to be going somewhere much better in his mind. So they have this argument, they bicker, which is obviously partly a reason why they are struggling as a couple in the first place. And she decides to spit a dummy out, if you like, and buggers off to the island and leaves him on the boat. He tries to reconcile. She won't have any of it. And you've got this weird film then where he's on the boat getting drunk quite a lot. She's on the island doing what she's doing, and it just gets a little bit weird. Right, what are my thoughts on Get Away If You Can? Well, I'll be honest, guys, I didn't enjoy this film, and I'll try and explain why as best I can. Now, there are things to enjoy in this film. It's beautifully shot. The locations are stunning to look at. So all that kind of side of it is really good. I think this is one of those films that maybe some critics will watch and say, oh, it's tremendous. Oh, the underlying message here, there, and everywhere, and it's stunning to look at. Oh, yes, I like it. But the rest of us will watch it and go, what on earth is this twaddle I am watching? Because ultimately, it's a film where nothing happens. Nothing. It's an odd film because I felt compelled to watch it, so that's something, I suppose. But part of that was the reason. Part of that was because Ed Harris, and I'll explain his role in the film shortly. But also, I just kept thinking, something's got to happen soon. Are they going to try and murder each other? Is it going to turn into like a murder thriller type thing where they decide, oh, sod it, let's just try and kill each other, or something like that? Nothing happens other than this annoying, bickering couple trying to reconcile, or he's trying to reconcile with this stubborn woman who won't have any of it on this island. And it's really bizarre. It's just a bizarre film. I can't tell you how bizarre it is. Now, Ed Harris in the film plays the father of Terrence Martin, the husband, if you like. And we see his part in the film through flashbacks. And then one of the reasons I was interested in watching this film was before Ed Harris. I like Ed Harris. He's a great actor. I think there's no debate there in regards to that. But again, mind the motorbike going past. Thank you very much. Noisy motorbike. But again, I didn't really understand Ed Harris's role in the film. And I certainly didn't understand why he would agree to do it unless, I don't know, it was a favour. But he's the best thing in the film, Ed Harris. He plays, like I say, the father, and he is intent on trying to break up this marriage because he just doesn't think the wife is right for his son. We never really know why. I mean, yes, we get signs in the film that she's stubborn and they argue a lot. But a lot of couples do. But he's just as bad as she is. He's just as stubborn as she is. So they're literally no better than each other in regards to, you know, the bickering and the arguing. You never get any real sense that she's manipulative or she treats him or she's abusive or anything like that. So why this father, Ed Harris's character, is so intent on breaking them up, I couldn't quite get my head round. I mean, essentially, they both clearly love each other, but it's a very, very difficult relationship. So it's almost like a relationship drama, this film. And that's ultimately what it is, and it never strays outside of those boundaries. But it's kind of... I question why it needed to be on a boat and on an island. They could have had this relationship drama in a suburban house somewhere in the US or somewhere in Europe, because she's Spanish, I think. Didn't make sense. The location didn't necessarily make sense. I'm sure, both these guys that wrote and directed it and starred in it would probably give me a shopping list of reasons why they filmed it the way they did. And it'll make sense to them. But it doesn't make sense to me watching it. And it won't make sense to many watching this. And it obviously hasn't, because if you look at its score on IMDb, it's got a very, very low score. And that's because, generally speaking, general audiences that watch movies like this, and especially if you watch the trailer, full trailer for this, and it presents this as like a gripping thriller. And then you will watch the film and it's anything but. It's not a thriller. It's a relationship drama set in a weird location with these two stubborn characters that, basically just bickering a lot. It's like, if you ever have an argument with your partner and one of you buggers off out in car for half an hour to calm down. Well, she's buggered off to an island for a couple of days to calm down. That's basically what it is. And it all gets a bit odd and weird by the end, and flash forwards, flashbacks. It's an odd film that I just don't recommend, really. It's a curious film, but it never really goes anything above that for me. It's a film that I just can't figure out why it exists, because I don't know what kind of film it is. So it's a low 4 out of 10 from me. I did consider actually giving it a lower score, but the performances are good. Like I say, it's shot nicely and the locations are beautiful. So, it deserves some credit for that, I suppose. But beyond that, it's a very, very curious film. So thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoy this review. I'll be back with more content on the channel very, very soon.